From the Storm Team Weather Center, I was looking at your satellite view of Florence right there. That looks scary.
It's a scary storm. We mentioned yesterday that it's a very symmetrical looking storm. It has a very prototypical looking hurricane. It doesn't look like that right now, but it's still a very strong storm. It's still a major hurricane with winds of 130 miles per hour. It looks more like a buzzsaw on the satellite image. We put the enhancement on the image to show you the colder cloud tops, which mean the more vigorous thunderstorms, and those deep reds that you see right around the eye, that's exactly what we have. We still have a very well-organized, very strong hurricane. It just doesn't look as good as it did yesterday on the satellite imagery. However, it is dangerous, and this Category 4 storm with winds of 130 miles per hour continues to move to the west and northwest at 17 miles per hour, picking up a little bit of forward speed. That's why we think it won't reach Category 5 status. It's moving a little too fast for it to strengthen right now. Friday morning, right around 2 a.m., after midnight sometime, it's expected to make landfall, depending on where it does, and that's still a little bit up in the air. We had a pretty good idea it was going to make landfall somewhere on the southern North Carolina coast yesterday, but we're starting to see a little bit of a southern jog in the track in some of the forecast models. So that's something we'll keep an eye on very closely. But it's after it makes landfall that we could see some real problems inland in South Carolina, North Carolina, possibly even Georgia. By the time it gets to Monday, it's just going to be a remnant low. However, it will still be a prolific rainmaker after that. So if it does get into the deep south, we could see our forecast change big time from what we have right now. But of course, we'll keep you posted on that as we get closer. So Art was talking about a double whammy, triple whammy as far as the impacts go. Storm surge is going to be the first thing that appears on the Outer Banks and along the coast of North Carolina, anywhere east and north of landfall. That's going to be the worst part of the storm. That's where we're going to see the worst storm surge, and that looks like folks along the Outer Banks and just north of Wilmington to Surf City, Emerald Isle, and then Cape Hatteras, not as bad storm surge, but basically these little barrier islands and some of the inland waterways, those storm surge potentials could be anywhere from 12 to 15 feet above normal, and that's not including high tide if it happens to coincide with high tide. And then rainfall impacts. After it makes landfall, we're talking about rainfall rates anywhere from 15 to 20 inches over a 3-day stretch from Friday into Sunday. And in some isolated spots, they could pick up 30 inches of rain. Maybe in the higher elevations, that's possible too. So a lot to look at, a lot of impacts from Hurricane Florence. Our weather around here, rather tranquil for this morning. Just some clouds around. We've got temperatures in the low 70s and mid 70s, and even some low and middle 60s. 64 right now in Coleman, one of the cooler spots around central Alabama. We're expecting clouds around for today, some breaks in the clouds and some sunshine, and that means we'll see some showers and thunderstorms start to pop up. Most of them will be south of I-20, but a few more could pop up north of that. And then again for tomorrow, basically the same deal. The coverage might be a little bit less than what we see for today, but still a decent chance of a scattered shower or 2 or 3 for today and tomorrow. So a stray shower, like we said, could possibly move in later on this afternoon. A mix of sun and clouds otherwise. Upper 80s for afternoon highs. 72 for tomorrow morning when you wake up. Mild temperatures, clouds will be around. We'll see mild conditions continue into the end of the week and into the weekend as well. Mostly sunny sky for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. After that, Monday and Tuesday, a little up in the air depending on where Florence goes. As long as Florence stays toward north and east, we enjoy dry weather. But if it doesn't, if it starts to move a little bit faster, a little bit more towards central Alabama, that's when our forecast could change. So keep it tuned right here. We'll let you know the very latest. That's your forecast. Our